Hello, welcome back to the channel. Trying to keep the momentum going on this build, keep the interest up. Quick shout out to Paikis, Paikis channel. I'll link his channel in the description. What he said in a comment, which was really handy, I'd gone up to get that attack damage converted to health and I had 2 points left over. I was going to put them in vulture or waste them somewhere, and he said in the comment, why don't you get that skill, because that gives you a flat value of reduced targets resistances to all damage types. And apparently these little skeletons that come out are really good at putting this on whatever they're attacking. So my problem was finding a way of attaching it to attack skill without just putting a mastery attack skill on there just to trigger the devotion. I have done that in the past, so I had to move some things around. So Eldritch Fire is still on Word of Pain, but I've now got that on Inquisitor Seal. That's not a massive devotion skill, so it's okay that it's on Inquisitor Seal. You can put more than, you can put 3 down, 3 seals down, and then they've got that extra source of chaos damage on them. that devotion thing, which is good. That's now on Chaos Strike, 68% chance on attack. So when I charge in, I'm pretty sure that's going to set off and buff me while I'm in a fight, so that's okay. Everything else is kind of as it was. What I'm going to do here, I'm in Steps of Torment in Elite. My elemental resistances, those 2 aren't great, but the seal sorts that out. Poison's obviously kind of okay, that's okay, that's okay. Those are okay. Ether's low, but there's not really much chance of going up against bad ether attacks in here, if you keep your fingers crossed. I've got my man with Void Pauldrons. Obviously I haven't put an augment or a component on there because it's me, because I forgot, because I just put them on. Everything else I think is pretty much the same as it was. I upgraded that. I got the next level. There's 3 levels of that. It's a 35, a 50 and a 70, I think. That's the middle one. I'll get the 70 one probably when I get up. I mean, that's okay. It's got 43% bleeding resistance and it's got energy regen on it. But yeah, so I haven't opened this gold chest yet. Let's see what's in here. Mage Lord's Greaves, that's no use to me. Rest of it's not that great. So yeah, what I'm going to do, last time I did a Steps of Torment Skeleton Key door run, I didn't put a commentary on it and I just did the highlights. What I'll do with this is I kind of talk through what I'm doing, explain how the build is dealing with various issues. Right, so Blooded Reeg's up. There's Zarthusul, he's 70 something, I'm 67. So I charge in, put Seal down, put Word of Pain on it, and put a Word of Pain on everyone else, and then just shoot him. I'll put another Seal down. I did the charge skill right, so he's down. So you can see it's quite effective. Be interesting to see how effective it is against Alkamos and Ilgorr, but I think it'll be okay. This is where you get the skeleton key and you get a blueprint every time. Even if you've already learned it, he gives you it in every difficulty. I've not got, so you can't read it again. I've got a load of inventory space on. Oh, okay. Oh, I bought dust blooms and didn't use them. That's because I used... No, I didn't put it on. Okay, so I bought, yeah, when I went and got that, I got that as well. That's from Soleil. Let's put that on. Let's see how much it... Right, so there's Flames of Ignaffar. How much is it going to buff that? A considerable amount, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I bought them and didn't use them. That's just me. Right, so in we go. I know things are going to pop out of the ground here, so I put my seal down, Word of Pain in. Where's the rest of them? Come on, boys. There they are. Worth noting that I've got, those are still the ones from normal. I did pick up, I've got a couple of other ones down here. There's some level 70 ones that I picked up. Whether they'll be considerably better. The thing is, what you've got to watch is the percentage chaos damage that's on them. That one on my right hand, that one there, has got 227% chaos damage on it, which is really good. That one's got 161%. So although these might say they're doing more DPS, that's, you hold control down and it removes the augments and the components from the damage calculation. That's showing the damage from the weapon, so it's not necessarily correctly factoring in how much the percentage increase would buff Flames of Ignaffar. You've just got to look at that tab too when you swap gear around. Even if the gear looks like it's going to be better, it might not buff your main attack skill as well as you think it's going to. So here's a tip: when you come into anywhere that's a forbidden domain or a treacherous what's it, have a look at these mutators. My armor's reduced, my cooldowns are reduced, that's alright. Players experience slower casting but more resistant to chaos, that's not great. Monsters have greatly increased health, though it's only 35%. I've seen worse, but the health regen's lower. Okay, so there's nothing there that's terrible. First challenge up, Chamber of Souls. I'm going to go and stand here. Yeah, there's some ether damaging me there. I've got to watch that. Got them all, okay. What I'm hoping I'll get drop is either a medal or a belt that will allow dual wielding. Mantle of the Black Flame. Black Flame's chaos stuff, but it's not going to be as good as my shoulders that I've got from Mammoth Resistance. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's alright, but it's nowhere near as good as those Mammoth things. I've actually got the blueprint for the... Oh, have I? Oh, I've got a blueprint for some kind of hat with void stuff on it. Right, what have we got here? Insana... okay, none of that. So that went okay. Where's that solemn mark gone? Yeah, I think it's a direwolf crest or something that will allow dual wielding, and it's a I don't know, string of maggots or some kind of belt that will allow dual wielding. That's the bleed damage version of the totally normal shield. It's this thing. So that always drops there from that vase. You get a level 50 one in normal, a level 75 one in elite, which is that one, and a level 90 or 94 or whatever it is. Well, 94 I think in ultimate. And it's a mace that looks like a shield. Ooh, Spaulders of the Void. Right, okay, hang on a sec. Again, I won't swap my shoulders out, but it's nice to see that stuff drop. Yeah, see, it's their Abominable Might that comes up. That's what comes up when I charge in with the movement skill. Like I said, it's got a 68% chance of activating, so it's quite likely. There you go, it's up again there. Got to watch that ether damage. I'll do something about that eventually. For now, I'll just try not to stand in it. So what you can do with Inquisitor Seal is you can put more than one down. You gotta watch the cooldown and then you don't get, I mean, if you stand in between two of them, you don't get double the buffs. But because they're both causing damage, and they've both got that devotion thing on, it's worth putting more than one down. What have you got here? Soul and Vicious Void. Okay, have a look at that. Ether, Renegade, Shatters, no. So that, what was that that dropped? Those things. Yeah, so they are... I don't really need... I don't know, do I need Pierce Res? 42 over. Okay, I'll hang on to them. They might be worth it. Actually, what was that? Nah. Some Chaos Boots or some Chaos Gloves would be nice. Right, I'll go and do Ilgorr and then get out of, well, out of this level. Right, Ilgorr, my old mate. So yeah, so you're pretty much face tanking things with this. It's almost, I know it's a so like a ranged magic attack, but it almost feels like you're playing melee because you're up close. don't think that Ilgorr thing's any use. It's a drain essence thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, drain essence and pneumatic burst. He went okay. Should be able to face tank Alkamos alright with this. Right, let's see, is it going to be a short run or a long? Right, okay, so the main bridge is blocked off, that's okay. Limits my choices, it might be a short run to Alkamos. Just walk everywhere, try and get a trigger and come out of the ground. I think I've got a level up I haven't done yet. Right, let's wait till this calms down a bit. I've been putting, I keep 5 points back, so I'm putting the points into physique. And it's just as straightforward and simple as it was before. I've maxed that out, so that's got a minus 25% skill energy cost on it, 25% chance for target to fumble attacks for 2 seconds, so good for them. We put a couple of extra points in that because that's reducing target's defensive ability for 3 seconds. And that's at the soft cap where I'll leave it for now. I will eventually hard cap it, but for now it's fine, it's doing plenty of damage. 1 point in that, 1 point in that, just to get, well, you don't need that to get to there. You can put 1 point in there and go straight to that, but I've got that because of the chance of impaired aim to the target. That's to do minus 25% chaos resistance reduction, and that's the Inquisitor seal, that because of my generic damage conversions, that is actually doing some chaos damage. It's not doing the fire damage it shows there, it's actually doing chaos damage. Well, partly chaos damage. Occultist, soft cap, head into soft cap, hard cap. That hasn't gone over, I double checked. It is 22 out of 12. I'll try and get those maxed out. I'm going to keep the skills minimal as possible. So at the moment, let's put a point in there and a point in there. No, it is going to send me the long way round. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that skeleton skill goes up quite quickly because it's quite a low level skill. So it doesn't need tons and tons of XP to level up. I've probably mentioned this before, the devotion skills, for example, that one, that skeleton thing there, you see there it's got experience 892502 out of 1207721. That's based on the experience that you gain. So while that skill is attached to one of your active skills, you can't just select it on here and not attach it to a skill, it won't level up. It has to be attached to a skill, but the XP it gains is from you earning XP from kills, from quests, from whatever. It's not, it doesn't level up because you're using it. I don't know whether that's a common misconception. It levels up when you gain XP from any source. Same with any of these things. Any of these skills on here, they level up from your XP. Right. Come on, jump out of the ground, guys. No? Maybe? Okay. There they are. Oh, and if you're wondering what this icon here is, this flask icon, Potion of Clarity granted by item, that is the double XP pot you get from Mammoth Resistance that you can buy once you get to Revered. And like I said, I've got the Templar Eye of Reckoning character on this roster, and she's the one who's been going and buying those pots for me because I'm not Revered yet. At least I don't think I'm Revered yet. Closer than I was in yesterday's video. I'm not going to go straight to Alkamos, I'm going to go and have a look at the shopkeeper. I don't think he'll have anything I want. Why not? Oh, because of that, okay. How about now? Anything? No. That'll be Soleil's Malice, I think is chaos damage. Might be vitality, I think it's chaos. Where they get that funny red cloud on them, that's the Eldritch Fire Devotion. Right, so he's got... I don't think he's got any chaos damage stuff unless it's random. Yeah, that's just random. It's because it's... Oh, that's actually alright. Double... Call it a triple rare because it's a monster infrequent item with 2 rare affixes. If anybody's interested, I always get called out on this. Why is your text different colours? It's the rainbow loot filter mod. It's just some text files and it makes the damage types and whatever show up in different colours in the tooltips for items and skills and whatever. But yeah, look at that. That's nice, that. If you were using a build that used that thing, you'd definitely buy that. Decaying of Decay. Demonic of Insanity, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I think if you were using it you'd be into vitality damage, so maybe the chaos wouldn't be so good as it seems to me. Anyway, let's have a look. Nothing else chaosy. Any recipes I haven't got? No. And you can't sell to him. The item cannot be sold. You can't sell to this guy, which is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. The nice thing about, well, one of the nice things about chaos damage, all these funny little, these type of guys, Flame Revenant, so he's resistant to fire, the Frost one's resistant to, that's a reflective one, but I'm not really that bothered. The Frost one's resistant to frost, the Storm one obviously resistant to lightning, but they're not resistant to chaos, so you've not got that problem you've got with any elemental damage build where you're going to come up against elementally things that are resistant. I mean, you'll get the occasional chaos enemy that are resistant to chaos, but they're more likely to be elemental ones, in my experience. Oh, I still get excited when I see Ovdreig's gaze on things because of that one-shot build. How many skeletons am I getting up now? 2. I wonder if I'm getting more than that. If you're wondering when I ran down there, none of this footage is speeded up. That's how fast that, whatever it's called, what's it called? Chaos Strike. Is that? That's how fast it is, plus 400% movement speed. Right, without further ado, let's go and see how good Alkamos is today. I think it should be pretty quick. Unlike Ilgorr, Alkamos doesn't have anybody else spawn around in his area, because you can get with Ilgorr, you can have healers spawn in there, which makes the fight a little bit more of a pain sometimes. Ilgorr doesn't have any helpers because he's the big boss. He doesn't think he needs any. Right, maybe I could level up again. I might do. Let's see if I can level up again before I fight him. There's a whole bunch of them around here. I'm sure there's a hole in the wall somewhere. Where's that? Yeah, I'm definitely going to level up.
$69 dudes!
69 dudes. Right, let's go and get him. I'll do my level up and I'll go and do Alkamos straight away. Right, 1 point in physique. What do we need? Oh, let's put another point in there. And yeah, why not? Okay. Where are you, mate? He's stuck in his gateway. Right, so his blue stuff's cold damage. All 3 of them. Yeah, okay, so I get 3, that's good. Well, that went okay. It wasn't blindingly fast, but there was no moment in that fight where I started thinking, oh dear, which sometimes happens. Does sometimes happen. Shard of Baranoth's alright. It's an elemental thing though, isn't it? Yeah. What is that? Bleeding. Okay, fair enough. Void, attack, sold. I mean, you could just pick all this stuff up and sell it. I can't be bothered. Right. Click on that and you're out. And that was Elite Steps of Torment with vaguely sort of partially optimized resistances, but not quite. I mean, the reason why I wasn't bothered about that, I mean, I got 75% on that up against Alkamos, but with all this stuff on, it goes up to 21% over. That's just standing on that seal, really. 75. Why do I keep doing that? 80 when you're on the seal, 21% over. Right, that was that one. That wasn't really a build guide or anything. That was just me running through Steps of Torment in Elite so you could see how well this build's doing. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video.